Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Prescott here from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of the wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. But then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. And dose of the hurry up here. On 2nd down, Warren. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down. Rodgers from the gun. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Rodgers off the play action. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down at the line. Working quickly here. Throwing again, Rodgers. Look at that power, deep left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. Offense up to the line fast. Again, Rodgers. Pass complete, screenplay. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Dak to the air here. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. And they just get the playoff. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, Warren. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Working quickly here. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense to the line fast. Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. It's inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to him. A lot of space ahead. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points of this game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here. Prescott's going to throw for it. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own. And then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating. And now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Buying some time right. Complete to DK Metcalf. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Pitch it out to him. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Williams on the carry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Here's Dak. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down, here's Dak. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage too.
Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now here's Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. To the air on first down. Rodgers. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for two. Has his offense out to do just that. All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often. But tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Now Dak to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
One final shot before the half. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Completed left side to Smith. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here. They send a man in motion. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over with the football just outside the 30. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Here's the backup. First throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here. Sending them up the middle. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy in that 2-point conversion. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Play action here with Rodgers. That one nabbed by Warren. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly here. Rodgers off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw here by Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry-up here. Now Milton to throw. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams fields the pitch. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Hilton now on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. Offense in the hurry-up here. The 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Working quickly here. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He rolls to his right. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Steelers have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Dumped off to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense to the line fast. First down. Here's Rodgers. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. They left him wide open. It's complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Now Boswell on to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lee gets the handoff. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Back to throw. Headed out right. He can run it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Sanders running dead ahead. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Throwing now. Vacates quickly left side. Past the line, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. On the give, it's Sanders. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. And dose of the hurry up here. Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. On the give, it's Blue. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes. And a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Setting up to pass. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, ho-ho, we are all tied up. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Throwing off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Well, they waited right till the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Rolling left, buying some time. Taking it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Savon Revel with the pick. And the Cowboys make the interception on the final play of regulation. They've got some serious momentum now as we head to overtime. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rodgers from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's going to score pick 6 for Dallas. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics. How about making a stop up by being the ones to score that game-ending